Here they go!
Quarters in 124.4.
High across, he's great on top by 4 lengths.
Hi everybody, welcome to our show. Officially, it is the start of our second season. The first season, you see, went from May through August, and that expired, but as they say in the TV business, our option was renewed. So we plod forward with one notable exception. My broadcast partner, who was with me since the beginning in May, Shannon D'Antonio, who also was the racing analyst here at Harris Chester, a familiar face and makes all those great picks. Shannon, unfortunately, had too much on her plate and couldn't commit to going the full run here through the end of the year. So we looked to the harness bullpen, and we came up with a lights-out closer, somebody who has a harness pedigree that rivals that of even Shannon, who is not like Shannon, just another pretty face, but who knows her stuff. She has her own television show in Delaware. It's called Post Time. She is an attractive, great, knowledgeable lady about the sport of harness racing. Her name is Heather Moffett, and let's welcome her. Hi, Heather.
Hi, how are you? I wasn't sure who you were talking about until you said my name, so.
Neither was I.
Well, I'm so happy to be here. Thanks for having me.
It's great. I look forward to working with you through the end of the year. By the way, we'll be here through the end of the Harrah's meet, which is December. So we have been renewed and we're invigorated and all ready to go. It's very, very exciting, okay? By the way, next week, this is the last week that we'll be here at 1 o'clock. Beginning next week on Comcast SportsNet, we'll be starting at 4 o'clock right after football. So that's good for you folks that have had a rough Friday night and you're kind of sleeping off a bender, yada, yada. Okay, so let's prove this is still harness racing's fastest paced half hour. Heather will take you to the action right here at Harris Chester in Sunday's 10th race. Hi, Heather.
Hey, so yes, it's the $40,000 open pace. Now, this is a great field. You've got Philos Hanover, who is just starting to kind of be a major force with the big boys coming onto the scene. And then you've got household names like Western Ace, he's a millionaire. Boulder Creek, who has $3.3 million in the bank. It's
3.3?
Ready for a
yeah,
start.
$3.3 million, yep. And it's going to be an interesting race, I think.
Okay, here's James with the call. Let's watch.
And they're off. Good start for Western Ace, Philos Hanover, and Boulder Creek. And Racetrack Ruler shows speed as well up the cones, and it's Philos Hanover who takes the lead into the first turn. Philos Hanover is pressed along by Boulder Creek, and Racetrack Ruler will track that front pair. Next is Western Ace, then a gap of a length and 3/4 to RJ's Wild Card, followed by Classic Cullen. My Pan Mars away second from last, and 3 of Spades is the trailer. Boulder Creek, who has cleared the front from Philos Hanover, and now Racetrack Ruler is out and moving from third. The opening quarter was 27 seconds even. They come past us for the first time, and Racetrack Ruler has made the front for Tony Morgan, and he will clear from Boulder Creek. Philos Hanover continues to track that pair. Next comes Western Ace. He's 5 off the lead from fourth. RJ's Wild Card is racing off the cones, and My Pan Mars is following cover. Classic Cullen remains at the inside. He's 6 lengths off the lead, and 3 of Spades is eighth and last through a half of 54-1. Across the bridge and onto the backstretch. It's Racetrack Ruler. He leads by a length and 3/4. Philos Hanover moves up at a second. He's first over. Boulder Creek is loosely tracking in the pocket spot. Western Ace is second over and 3 lengths off the leaders. Classic Cullen has nowhere to go. RJ's Wild Card is behind stale cover. No room for 3 of Spades. And My Pan Mar looks 3 wide from last. The field is covered by 6 lengths. And Philos Hanover is clear by 2.5 from Racetrack Ruler. 3/4 in 1:21.2. They're midway around the far turn, and Philos Hanover is opened up by 4. Philos Hanover from Racetrack Ruler, and Western Ace is uncovered and advancing. Boulder Creek needs racing room, and then it's Classic Cullen. He's 6 off the lead. They're at the top of the stretch, and Philos Hanover is clear by a diminishing 3. Western Ace is cutting into that lead with Classic Cullen on the grandstand side, but it's Philos Hanover under a Goodell hand drive.
You've got all kinds of action in this race. Philos Hanover goes to the lead first. Then Boulder Creek comes up. He takes the lead. Then after him, it's Racetrack Ruler going to the top. And then Eric Goodell and Philos Hanover, like, okay, enough's enough. They bust a move to the lead and end up winning 149-4. Oh, Western Ace, by the way, closed super. I thought he was a really great second. And then Classic Cullen, who was third. I just want to tell you about him quickly. He's one to watch. You know, he just came here from down under. He's 7 years old, lived down in New Zealand his whole life, just came to America in May. So for everybody out there, Classic Cullen, you might want to put some money on him because he's going to be one of those guys that comes up and pays a good price.
All right. We also had a chance to talk to Eric Goodell, the winning driver of Philos Hanover, about a couple of things. He's been very hot of late, and also that horrific accident here at Harrah on August the 17th. Here's the interview. We're here with Eric Goodell, and Eric just came back from a frightening scare and a bad accident that happened here at Harrah on the big Super Stakes Sunday day. The big question is, how are you recovering?
Every day I get a little better and better. It's the first couple that I drive, you know, until I get going during the day. It's a little painful when I first get off the bike, but you know, I got no choice but to race and push through it. So
when you go through something like that, how tough is it to come back? I mean, when you hit the top of the lane and the same track the very next day, 24 hours later, it's got to be in your head somewhere, right?
Well, in the past, you know, all the wrecks that I've seen and I've been in, you know, I've broke bones in wrecks before and been in quite a few, and, you know, been around the horses long enough to know, you know, it kind of messes with you a little, but that particular wreck, it was the worst one I've probably seen or been in. It was pretty bad. You know, I thought I was going to be hurt a lot worse. And the first couple I drove, you know, and I still think about it now, you know, just in that race I was extra cautious, and you know, it might be like getting in a bad car accident for some people. It's just in the back of my mind still. It's not really affecting my driving. You know, I'm still aggressive when I need to be, but you know, it's still there. I mean, I think about it, you know, a lot.
We'll stay here at Harrah and look at the 8th race on Sunday, which was the co-feature race. It was an open pace with a purse of $35,000. Noble Falcon for the second week in a row was the odds-on choice at 3 to 5. Tivoli Hanover, the 4 to 1 second choice. Cue the Page, who upset Noble Falcon just a week ago, and foiled again were the third choices at 6 to 1. Here's James with a call.
They're off. Good beginning for Tivoli Hanover from the center of the track. Cue the Page shows speed from the extreme outside. Pandora's Socks and Foiled Again are up close from the inside, and a Lil Ability floats up to within 3 lengths of the lead. They race into the first turn, and Cue the Page will clear with effort from Tivoli Hanover, and Pandora's Socks is a stalking third. A Lil Ability is parked from mid-pack by Foiled Again, then comes Noble Falcon. No Perfect Escape is away second from last, and Test Flight is the early trailer. The opening quarter was 27-3. They come past us for the first time. It's Cue the Page leading the way by a length and a half from Tivoli Hanover in the pocket spot. A length and 3/4 back to Pandora's Socks, followed by Foiled Again, and Foiled Again is off the cones from fourth. He's 3 off the lead. Noble Falcon has flushed out that cover. No Perfect Escape is third over. The Lil Ability is saving ground into the bridge turn. He's 4.5 from the front, and Test Flight is last from fourth over. The field is covered by 6 lengths for a half mile of 56-1. Across the bridge and onto the backstretch, it's Cue the Page by a length and a quarter, and Foiled Again is offering mild pressure from first over. Tivoli Hanover is locked in the box. Noble Falcon is set up well from second over. He's 2 lengths off the lead with 3/8 to go, and No Perfect Escape is advancing with live cover. No room for Pandora's Socks. Test Flight is fourth over and 4 lengths off the dueling leaders, and a Lil Ability is slightly gapped at the cones from last. It's Cue the Page at the inside, Foiled Again on the outside. They're heads apart for the lead, past 3/4 in 1:24-3. They're midway around the far turn, and Foiled Again pokes his head in front, and Cue the Page is fighting back at the inside. Noble Falcon tips 3 wide. No Perfect Escape is out widest of all. They're at the top of the stretch, and it's Foiled Again by 3 parts of a length. Cue the Page is all out, and then Noble Falcon with No Perfect Escape on the grandstand side. Tivoli Hanover needs room, but it's Foiled Again, and Foiled Again wins.
Foiled Again went an absolutely super mile and won by a length at 1:51-3 for Greg Grismore, despite being hung out first over, while returning $19.60, a handsome price to his backers. No Perfect Escape with Goodell was second. Noble Falcon, beaten at odds on for the second week in a row and torching lots of money, was third.
You know, you mentioned the price. You know, the exacta, it was a 3-1 exacta, paid $130.
Did you have it?
Maybe I did, maybe I didn't. Drinks are on me.
When we come back, we'll have a look at more action from Harrah and also the week at Pocono when we return.